Hi guys, so today we're going to be treating freckles or sunspots, also known as. First thing we need to look at before treating the sunspot or freckles is if there is a good contrast between the skin and the freckle itself. Now remember, as we explained, that you need a good contrast between the skin and the freckle in order for the Alex laser to pick it up. If the contrast is very mild or not visible, the laser won't be able to pick it up or lift it. Now, if we have a look at these freckles, as you can see, this is a sunspot. Very good contrast between the skin and the freckle itself. So it's dark enough for the laser to pick it up. We have a few that we can treat today. And also what I'd like to do when checking the freckles or the sunspots is actually physically touching them, make sure they are not raised. If they are raised, they are possibly not freckles or sunspots, so I would not treat. I would like them to be very flat and very even in color as well. Now, how to treat your sunspots or freckles, what we like to do is have a hole punch paper to have a precise shot and also to protect the skin around the freckle. When we're treating with an Alex laser, the Alex laser will target pigmentation the best. So what we need to do is protect as much of the skin possible around the freckle so we do not treat it. Now, the clinical endpoints we're looking for during the treatment in order for us to know whether treatment or the settings are successful is darkening of the freckle, popping sound, change of color, bit of erythema, and maybe a little bit of pain for the client as well. So we're going to be looking at all these clinical endpoints in order for us to know whether the settings are correct or not. If I didn't get any clinical endpoints while I'm doing the treatment, I might change my fluence. So I'll turn my fluence a little bit higher until I'm happy I'm getting some of the clinical endpoints. You don't always have to have clinical endpoints all at the same time. One or two are fine. These freckles possibly will scab and fall off later. Now, just explain to your client what it's going to feel like during the treatment. The treatment is not painless, but it's not very painful as well. It's very tolerable. It will feel like an elastic band flicking on the skin. So this client might feel a little bit of heat, a little bit of a flick onto the skin, but it's possible for it to be itchy afterwards. So it's very important to explain to the client not to itch the area afterwards and apply soothing gels like aloe vera.